Sister, akukwa menfi wo bet sign.
10K. That's the
Actually. Hey, what who bet say do 10,000?
Yep. I mean, the idea is to even scale up to 100,000. That's the goal, because volume is where you are going to make money. There are some people that move about 2,000 crates a week. 82,000 crates a week. That's a Omuvuna Delta. On your 5 cities per crate, 2,000 times 5, saying 10,000 a week. But so many are saying 40,000 Ghana cedis is the what the person is making by selling eggs. Or no investment, Ben, why he doesn't own land, onto land, onto electricity, onto your feed, only workers area no nothing. Need the same because you are not ready no abefako. So just imagine just being an egg seller. Basically, you are the middleman between the farmer and the consumer. That's where the money is. It's all those people sitting out there. No, so munye juma yen uminisika and I said juma no kura mini capital. The best started. Okay, where is the capital? Look at the middleman. The capital way. Onto asasio, but he's the one that's making all the money. So egg business, that people who actually sell eggs, you know, I mean, they are the ones actually cashing in, and there's no shortage of people who want to sell eggs. But because you know why, there's a lady in Ashamai. The lady called me and says, "Open 2,000 crates a week. 2,000. When you do, I said 2,000 crates a week. That's my entire operation. But on I was open 2,000 crates a week. Acro farms were 90,000 beds, but almost 250 people in queue. 250. So you tell me the market in India is huge, is there. Any panel or no fra. Obeti me 100,000. Not my connection as well the 2 coin. But also, there's no job in the country. Or then no Timinia
100 capital.
100,000 cities is a capital.
Living in Ghana, abroad, a first-timer visiting Ghana, or a company wondering where to get quality service providers in Ghana for any job? Then Ejumapa On Demand Services is here to assist you. Ejumapa On Demand Services connect requesters and service providers such as masons, plumbers, electricians, auto repairers, home and office cleaners, trash collectors, rent agents, spa attendants, roofers, beauticians, teachers, CCTV installers, and all artisans on one platform. Yes, one platform. Trust Ejumapa On Demand Services to sort you out any day, anywhere, and at any time. To download the app, please visit the App Store and Play Store or visit our website www.ejumapa.com.
For more about business link, so segment where business link we be doing come na brother me be doing come na about daily hustle so paying or a business or Ghana but obezi or Canada or back Ghana and me who say oh or your movement in the embassy in the Kasaba yentimi arrangements na nkoye but call back to Canada or call Canada and che be or into Poultry akukọ amenfi yeah tap sense me kan chamo say o UK o Europe o Canada o America o Australia ana o UAE a ubetimi amanisika abre wadofo e wo Ghana enti de tie ni ko Play Store ni App Store na download tap send o download tap send na o fill forms kitu e be bisa promo code channel so na type SVTV o manisika efi UK a ubenya bonus first transfer ubenya £5 bonus o Europe ubenya €5 bonus o US ubenya $10 a year bonus into download tap send o Play Store ni App Store na manisika ebre obushia for now for ni adofo e wo Ghana Ejumapa se me kanche mo se unya artisans tiler painter plumber steel bender electrician carpenter auto repairs ni ade a Ejumapa se me kanche o se ko omo website www.ejumapa.com and omo contact number and our screens no so no ubetimi from o abruche o pese ye project bi wasani sika be fie sa manfo di usika o now for ebusuafo Ejumapa se fa project ni form so on be yama na chese uko na uko request ya omepe obi na waye wujuma na ma baby your project ni wo Ghana bia no trust Ejumapa insa no ejuma o pese usua IT course number 1 Slam Technologies. Slam Technologies show cyber security, any either IT programs. Slam Technologies, omo obi wo Ghana, so no omo obi nso wo USA. Here Slam Technologies contactor. Numbers the good screens no. From CCA, not just say, cyber security and other programs. Slam Technologies, number 1. Delight Foods is number 1. More UK na old burgers ni ade nyamunim Delight Foods dada. Eba ni Delight Hausa Coco, Delight Sobolo, Delight Burkina. Both fruits number 1. Uko UK ya ko Afro shop bia na kasa ohwehwe Delight Foods. Ubo nse ewo. Eno na obianom ewo UK. Ajibi bia wo UK. Nti kona kope Delight Foods nebi na tasty kama pa. Uya Airbnb wa Accra, Parry Group of Companies, I mean, can't you say, 3-bedroom fully furnished Airbnb, ewo Dansoman Estate. Sasu no more 1 and 2 bedroom apartment, ewo English amount from near Westers Mall. For Parry Group of Companies, numbers na screens no, uya baby obako da, anasa obako jojo hwa, for Parry Group of Companies. Boss, bako there.
Boko.
Nice one. Now you journey jaya da ben because me say few weeks ago na me don na Ghana. Who call da ben?
Month ya last month, March. Because March, I think that on Independence Day, March 6th now I left.
Oh, I see. We were spending how many months for Ghana?
4.5 months.
4.5 months. Wow. And then still I'll come back to Canada. Or is it because of family? And I said,
I have family here, and I even made my older daughter and a buy.
Okay.
She also had to return and come back to school. And mostly no or not was the main reason because we managed the option say so. Bet me at Ghana there, she has to be willing to go to boarding school. She's 15. She was in school, but every day no not Okoba. School no Medina. Me to Achemota. It wasn't every day. She was spending like 200 cedis a day. Just to go to school. So me say Concord boarding school, but not girls and so one no to go now. Some say, hey, we be a friend with boarding school Ghana. You be able to say like that thing internet. And I think the main point was not almost all money using the phone. That thing maybe one day we'll talk about it. I mean, technology is what Mark Zuckerberg or here Facebook, 19 years old. So the idea of a teenager shouldn't have a phone because of us all the bay in Semuhon is ridiculous. There's a good way to do something and a bad way. And I don't think the way for phones in high school is to ban it. But anyway, that's a topic for another story. It's almost all money using the phone to know you're not using your body school call. So I had to come back.
Oh, it's only to come back.
And number, yeah.
Because of phone and money when you soon.
I see your money use phone or a school dear Adabi.
Wow.
I live without my phone. She's lived her entire life having a phone, so not having.
Wow. Okay, another time we'll talk about it. But yeah, sure. Business meaning say who want to poultry near there. I mean, last time I mean Okasa. But I mean so second time I mean Okasa first time, any response now of friends be frail, or more minimal frail, or be more minimal frail. I mean, how was it? I mean Okasa something somewhere last year, right?
Last year, yeah. Yeah, even in Canada here, I think they call soccer field SDA for an Adventist. I had Sundays here, called soccer or field so and there were people, that were talking about it. Even in Ghana, like people who meet there was like, wow, that was a very interesting. It was an eye opener for a lot of people. And so the response was incredible, and I think that Enokraso has actually kind of opened other doors. That there's a lot of but they just don't know exactly where to get that information. It's a talking about. He said the next chapter of farming, but other things that now I'm into. We are doing, and that's also bringing a lot of traffic because the value chain of poultry. There's more to poultry than that. And that's what I want people to realize, that a whole lot, there's a whole lot you can do within the value chain of poultry. You can make a whole lot of money out of it. Besides just yeah, for sure.
Free Canada be a business for Ghana. I mean, say a bit more challenge, a person maybe be so young young guys no so ebi mo start ebi mo going to farm ebi mo going to so many business nkete maybe mo di nkomo wa ha ne ade. I mean sisi ano o ba Ghana wa be di 4 months wa poultry food net is saying business it is saying
It's also it had a lot of challenges during the COVID period. And I think so one statistic and they said more than half of all poultry farms in Ghana, went under during the COVID period. And why it went under, no, the problem isn't the business of poultry itself, it's the people running the poultry. Just because the uska doesn't mean you should go into poultry farming. Because unim there. So what I say, so many farmers, they are any certain things. That is their problem. They are not business-minded people. Poultry is not farming, keke. It's a business. And until you see it as a business, you will struggle. Say, if farmer no, akoko ne to ne, eno ne udia, eno ne daily bread that udia, eno ne tutobidi keke, it's not really a business, right? And to say, no more for every day near the. Say they are farmers as well, but they are not making any money out of it. It's any time there's a little bit of shock in the system, no, to say bro, Adriana Costro. I was buying 2019, I was buying feed for 90 Ghana. All of a sudden you are buying for 300 Ghana. You know what I mean? We need any kind of system be in place. You don't have a buffer money be or we need any access to any capital. It's young and Coco and Tunkosuya, Uto feed ye. And that's one thing a man struggle on the buying. So it's not really the field of poultry that had the problem, but the management of poultry. Because all businesses experienced a problem during COVID, right? So it was nothing that was specific to poultry. It was specific to all sectors, Into poultry, there right now is back in business. Is back in business. And even the president, it was part of the mantra just a few months ago. And because he realized say a lot of all farmers in Ghana combined provide even 50% of the needs of Ghanaians. So the need is there. It's just a matter of people knowing the how and getting into that sector. And right now the poultry there is back in business. So people who really want to get into know. But I just want people to understand that it's no joke. For consultation, my bio manipa. Oma say,
sister, akukwa menfi or bet sign.
10K. That's the
Actually. Hey, what who bet say do 10,000?
Yep. I mean, the idea is to even scale up to 100,000. That's the goal, because volume is where you are going to make money, right? Okay, the interview we had the last time, I was telling people, say, if your goal is say, ubisami say, oh, nah, say I'm start here, in the next month, many profit is saying. Say, if that's your goal, if you are dreaming my profit, you are not going anywhere.
Oh.
The idea is to grow. The people I learned from, Obi started 40, I want a feature, and 40,000. Obi started a Unity Farms, a driver for Unity Farms, not a driver for Unity Farms, or started with 5,000, 13 years later, or 300,000 beds. So
wow,
that thing, that's where your mind should be. People think, oh, I said, baby, what doing there then? SOE. No, you have to know, say, it doesn't matter. Elon Musk or the richest person in the world, but every day was no amount of money is enough, right? So you have to grow. That's the only thing.
10,000 no wako wenim nim say obekọ more but wako wenim 10,000 krenda form.
Certainly.
10,000 enyama bebre kom feeds and a 10,000 also no a crate no munya a day munya crate saying.
A crate, just a little bit of calculation. I usually don't put it in terms of daily, because it extrapolating over a month period. Because akoko to every 26 hours into your projection, and akoko you find 24 hours, right?
Yes, okay.
Which means that you are never going to get a specific amount of creator that you can create. But usually on a good day, you get about 8,000 to 8,500 crates a month.
Oh, 8,500. Me who say beginning about demands near the intimi meeting market and even you can omo poultry mu ne we nyina no the yentimi nti ama ye kra nkosua ne bi free outside ba.
Yeah.
Me na me show obi program obi comment bi ana ono so wo supply nkosua. De bia me kasa de supply nkosua na obi be ka che de say a new customer na open nkosua ne bi. O ka che ni so on dealing with new customers. On the old customers. And let me say, hey, no be ono ye business. No be so open nkosua ne bi no. Ono kire na just say ono on the customers that be 3 years, 2 years the customers on mean supply omumpo.
Yeah.
That means in nkosua business na kasa na hot cake.
It's probably personally, if I knew what I know right now, I can make egg business, not a farmer. The farmer doesn't make the money is in the people who supply the material. There's no money in you being the farmer. I'm not saying unyeska near unyesika nkasa no. It's the person who is supplying the eggs, right? Or no? On what to feed? Make
us say ABI funny say befa creative te Ghana. No cotton 55 and now ton 55 no cotton 60 a. So won bo ka bia you and still with your feed near there no kompa.
And yes wo boka but margin na wunya no. Ente say ono a obefa kwakoton no. Because yes, I can make a little bit of margin because scale. But what about the Nenko 1,000? What about the Nenko just 2,000? Still, as also turn at the same price that I'm selling in order for it to be competitive. Because we'll be betting me about me one about 2055 on my home I'm 2060 just because they're on 1,000. They are not going to do that. They will still buy at the same price. But margin is saying, and I want to I'm on one koto or no come marking the apple. What the heck? Because you are creative back, let's say on average, create 60 Ghana. But it's 30. The last person on no tobacco 3 cedi. Onunya 90 Ghana. Onu 2060 no akoton 90. 30 cedi difference in just one crate. And no what's cano. Because near Oberton Kosiane free hono. Onu de fan Kosiano no ashege go crate na their mano. Guess what? Onu kwa okotichem where a pullet, where a small, where a medium, where a large, where a jumbo. No, what the different prices at so even though all demand one price. No one could teach him it won't small and cry woman and no no the quadis 55 no. No the medium or small agi 60 or the large agi 65, 70. 80 by the time on no beton we know, especially the big movers in the market. There are some people that move about 2,000 crates a week. 82,000 crates a week. Na say o move na delta on your 5 cities per crate. 2,000 times 5 saying 10,000 a week. But so many are saying 40,000 Ghana cedis is what the person is making by selling eggs. Or no investment ben why he doesn't own land, onto land, onto electricity, onto your feed, only workers area no nothing. Need the same because you are not ready no abefako. So just imagine just being an egg seller. Basically, you are the middleman between the farmer and the consumer. That's where the money is. It's all those people sitting out there. No, so munye juma yen uminisika and I said juma no kura mini capital. The best started. Okay, where is the capital? Look at the middleman. The capital way. Onto asasio, but he's the one that's making all the money. So egg business, that people who actually sell eggs, you know, I mean, they are the ones actually cashing in, and there's no shortage of people who want to sell eggs. But because you know why, me back Ghana, there's a lady in Ashamai, and them say through your interview also, because catch them me cry, say, say, also contact one now they contact mommy. Would me contact man? The lady called me and says, open 2,000 crates a week. 2,000. When you do, I said 2,000 crates a week. That's my entire operation. But on I was open 2,000 crates a week. Acro farms were 90,000 beds, but almost 250 people in queue. Our mutra in Kusia 250. So you tell me the market in India is huge, is there. The barrier to entry near Dean and internet brain, they also don't go into it in the right way, which is the reason why I say must start the kind of business I've started now to help people.
But looking at the okay, enye onkwa na okasa hwe market no mu no de okay na one side pe o na yesi adwuma ni ho a even the ono kofa koton krampo no hwesika ono benya na yesi adwuma ni no krese adwuma ni o yentimi yemu bi ne yentimi identify adwuma a yepese ane yenim information ne enya na se dey
say entity de amayen the okwan e for school education de amayen no eno na ye adwensa adenti no bi be ko school anu akowie ni PhD owi anu a CV na the CV ni kura no de hwehwe adwuma. He's not even thinking about how to create a job. So what I say, yeah, educating and to become employees, not entrepreneurs. It will ye ni mo kwan e create a job for yourself. Odo pare Ghana obi be create a job man ho na chese onko school. Ne ho na akere no e na we JHS ne ma me ntimi mfa ne to aso kosua de pam, kosua amazing, kosua carpentry. You know what I mean? It in your we school ne de ane say obi ni mum ne mfa na adwuma. It only any consciousness about how to create a business. So the idea is that human Ghana, I categorically like rejected. There are more work than available people. Oh, you don't educate yourself. And education is a school but educate yourself. Change your mindset about work. And yet human is be a normal salary keke. The things you can create for yourself, with or without money. That's where the real business is. Adwuma ni de abu e Ghana, abu plenty. Na enipa na ho no mani afra. Obetimi anya 100,000. No there my connection must so the two coin. But also there's no job in the country. Or then otimi nya sa
100,000 capital.
100,000 cedis is a capital.
Na ba se ko na mo ka che mi wa e ko capital.
Madam for Kwakwaje na kan was listen abroche no ko be yan kwa yi. O first 10 years ube yi agina ho. After 10 years ni ya wo ye ni nyina no, you are just surviving. Who did to tobi di keke? If you are going to abroad with the mindset to say me ton me fie na mesi no. Na me di akwabroche. Na metimi anyes kan ma ba be si dan. Does it make any sense? There's so many ways that you can generate capital if you want to. Sikane crown at the comma connection man is a capital. The thing is, we need the consciousness of working hard. You don't have the when you cast a Ghana for lazy, and yes, you're lazy like they are lazy here, they are lazy in their mind. Thinking is very hard for our people. It's very unfortunate. Dream or kind of first dream to create something and anything. It's the person be when someone hires you, you don't have to think. What the answer was say, what the sorry for way or broche near chance for penway, or for now they are to her. Now what this one here to Yauka? Are you okay with that? Then say Ghana no Sabian doesn't exist because we don't have industrialization. In Ghana, in order for you to be successful, you have to think. You have to think beyond school. You have to think beyond what you know and say what you are surviving. And that's what they don't want to do. And finally, the amount of money out the man. Still no, of course, the best way is say go and generate capital and then come back. How? Say just because uko generate capital, how are you going to start a business in Ghana? Business now person start in Ghana. Who him the and your family and outside this kind of home. Then you end up blaming and this kakwa and no and say, Obi this kabeba Ghana me dibiano. It was your fault, not your family's fault. When nim dear, sikano who nim dear, and I said the best thing was to bring it to your family to make a business for you. That's not possible. So Ajuma there's no shortage of Ajuma in Ghana. No.
Free Ghana and chair. In Yuma Bensano, apart from what the no. Ada in Yuma Bensano.
Okay, right. I'll tell you this. That's personal. Something that's personal. Say, I'm even into the cosmetic business. And I'm not even, that's not my background. That's not even something I know. Social and in the media, so and I met a lady who was into that. You know what I mean? And I was like, wow. Even by yourself, I wouldn't feel crumple. This is the kind of stuff that you can do. You know, just spending like a week with her while I was in Ghana last year, the kind of stuff that she was doing and all and stuff. Hey, I was like, so I ended up, I took out 50,000 Ghana and I dumped it into it. Say, let's get a shop. Let's actually have a storefront like where people can actually see you. She's very good. She's very influential on TikTok. She's very good marketing. What she didn't have was that the little capital to make sure to get the push. I put the money in there She started it. I mean, if I tell you the numbers we are doing, soap, me look at autumn soap back where so who's the money fresh? I'm you subint here. Soap, when you to my the glow skin, we are cocoa, and look at and social media keke. And this girl is doing more than 15,000 Ghana cedis a day. Ghana, a one or two, or ton samana keke online. Then DJ, let me try. I also turn into another business. Into anonko now. All ton or pushing on social media and internet. As we deliver to Abia Bekwai, we deliver to Kokumase, we deliver to Kotamale. It in order to do that, there's a delivery company in Ghana, Minnesota from Speed Off. It is and for packages na near their mom nom the call. Then we realize she showed me the numbers. We are spending more than 2,000 cedis a week at the must be daft to go and deliver product to our customers. And I'm saying, so why don't we buy a motorcycle? I bet me the deliveries within the confines of Accra. Now, outside of Accra, near the Akoma OA, the Akoma STC, and the Akoma VIP. Normal they call. And she said, you know what? Maybe that's not a bad idea. I spent about 11,500. I'm the tour. One motorcycle. DJ, within 3 months, near a motorcycle. Now the motorcycle is generating an income you wouldn't even believe. Within Accra, we come Amobi 40, we call her 50, we call one OEB 60, we call her little money. The person no more a motorcycle rider no. The rider in 1,200 cedis a week. Multiply by 4 a month. You're saying he's just a motorcycle rider. So what are you trying to tell me? Say a human now. If we are in position where we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different riders, all those riders will be making more than 6,000 Ghana cedis a month. How many graduates are making 6,000 cedis in the country? So there are so many avenues. Ubet Media generating income only if you are willing to think beyond what you know already. For sure.
Is it like okay, baby? I'm school, I'm certificate, actual CV. Is it like you're penetrating? I doing here, and I picky be, and if you say way my school be mean to me yes I do, mean to me mbalo, my friends best me, and I say a dang.
Yeah,
but a binya chance to choir. And you man one on you know, or call back yes,
yeah, and nobody convincing himself and say, oh, because the pay is better. It has nothing to do with the pay. But it's not true. The pay is commensurate with the country that you live in. So what Canada near $2,000 a month in the country you are considered poor. But who no dream say I'll convert the 2,000 into my country is 200 million and one in 200 million Ghana. Oh, but guess what? And your Ghana now take Usika no uni no Ghana. And your cities near the amount, dollars near the amount. You will get subsidy. The government will give you money for making $2,000 a month because consider poor as a poor person in this country. If you know the woman did agro keke, your culture and ISR. Young fool say a culture no. Hey, it will be our school pan and the old truck. You get it. Something into a say I always say no Ghana uko school ya how because it defines you. Me wo a cousin says I want a masters in agriculture because on unkotna poultry farm obi akwa ni masters so opposite or poultry farm because you're the best no. It won't mean impossible. That thing now you raise and say Mako school wait and Ghana so for whatever reason weird reason say when wakwaya you force one esa we nurse it is you who says say I will turn bread it's a problem. We a police officer say see you who say will turn pure water it's a problem. Now see council and you will be was come there any idea na you was in here idea pan and you here. You are thinking say you are a police officer making 3,000 cedis a month. It's that somehow that's okay. And no moment say when you the fact that you are a nurse now making less than 5,000 and no moment when you and no say when you but unfortunately it's the culture in which we have grown up in a defining say so we wait. Maybe starting me farm, there were no shortage of people. Hey, go to Canada. After the Canada went to me and also Ghana. Wow. You know what I mean? You get that kind of Nippon person boom.
But so obi ana.
Oh,
Me den say me tie the obi can and stop me from what I want to do ana, because it looks like the Kenya society, me tie friends, me tie family the obi beka. Abra me na me ndim ade a me pe, because me corner me society the same people no more teasing me, they be praise you. So why do you have to listen to people?
never. Never listen to advice from someone who is not invested in your life. Or no, but anything you want to do in Ghana, there are millions of people who think they know what you should be doing. I didn't know being $5 million or they got to party. Me pacha time no struggle, no command advice there. Or only 5 million and to know to the party, no massa. And that's how we are. We think we know how other people should live their life, but we don't know how to live our own lives. It is if you want to succeed, don't listen to the noise. Don't listen to the noise, because noise need to be brave. People will tell you, why do you want to do this? Why do you want to do that? Sure. Now any Crawford do akom. Ghana na wo do sika ko. Sure. Ghana won't do sika. Ghana won't say sika. Yeah. Ghana me mabusu akra oni ni omo. All those things. But you call your succeed and they on Canadian no. For 10 people who failed, there's one who succeeded. How come we are not talking about the person who succeeded, but just the person who failed? I read a lot of books, and the guy I meet here, a friend is saying, he escaped me, says, yeah, Mark Cuban. Also, you only need to succeed once, which means, and found the number of times I'll be failure. Don't think about fear. Don't think about failure. If you don't fail, you can't learn. You have to fail in order for you to learn. Don't listen to the naysayers. Focus. Have your goal. Keep doing it. Adding, yes, Embrank will be a baby.
Talking about the noise now, even in our media, no majority in Shadia ye pay attention to. Shadia ye tie, Shensama ye can discourage. I had to say, I don't know if people really know why I keep saying that. I say negativity. Say now, say, and I will be away. I say, and I will be away. I say, did be a negative, you know? Yeah, honey, egu. Is it a mind programming? I see an energy. Obi downfall. My target here was hard in the past. I say, downfall. Honor masses they didn't go. It's a honor so a distracting performance, so they don't get the right information. I don't know if what I'm saying you get me.
If I get it, and only a friend the crab mentality. So maybe we from let me know be an address so yen you go for my yebre. Yebre, yen go for more bre. Now per se when your opportunity be person climb every year brain. Maybe the ma pre episode mu say no ma twon aba form. Yen na han yemre. Nansa ye say Donald Trump so the Crawford Ghana. You should go on social media and see how people were happy. Say you do more back. Not to say, okay, it is a say, do me about no or better now, no new in China. Okay, a bear, what would you
achieve?
Absolutely
so,
not.
Be too much bad energy, eh?
Bad energy. Because I make us a entertain the attitude. Yamea who said, we any patuntuma, like we African or bre and normal. So I say, what up, I didn't know we didn't Ghana okra, Obi away yen ye hating. I don't understand. Obi no is successful. So if anything, so be free or no now time. Obi away ye be a schedule. Obi away ye be somehow is being awkward or whatever. A awkward time patch or the Nyeska. I didn't know I was going to be down for Nyeska. Says he can draw Honoma. I don't know what the unko GB. Usu will be always can be a schedule. Pacho. I don't know unko Jessica can really be done so for ye. It's a wotrim set struggling, suffering, a normal with the African. It's the moment you are no longer suffering, and until the empress will be a costrono. It would your parent, seeing you was here, honey, bra, obia comfortable, obia okay. But the moment you start to climb up, a hanker for social media, cry, oh, bagana keke, now pussy, say, oh, bagana, and then I'll bagana, now catch them for, and then I'll present proof. They just don't want to see that. But second one that true says here and they go to social media say me oh and I sympathize with you. Oh and I sorry and then you better of wow. But the end they say ono wo chere openama na ehu say oh at least me kra no okay ono ne ho chere no ntimi kra me better kakra ese no eno no ope. But the idea say now I have a contract, now I have a business, now things are going on, everything is fine with me. Any time kra or te kra no ye wu it will be catch us odo pa we identity say Ghana we are successful menka when is successful now come eh hwe and now person crofon hu on base oboa obi anya hwe we are successful me business me start business 10 metimi aka ni nyina there's nothing anyone can do oboa. You don't want me to share my success because and then it makes you feel better about yourself. They don't want you to share your success because it makes them feel better about themselves. But no, me say we will bombard you with our success. Upe wa drain ubesesano. Now so why successful be because me no I successful. Na me so my successful. Me so mechi. So baby because we are both okay. Me no trust ni edidia. I don't have to think say all the time. Me say sikasha me wallet because also kakrasha wo. And then we tuya or chana so betimi tuya. So what I say 80. Success is something that we all, whether you like, something we need to celebrate. Now, Ghana, your culture, no, we don't like the idea of celebrating success. But a year downfall, a war. Posters everywhere in Ghana, there's a poster of a dead person, but there's never a poster of a CEO. There's never a poster of anybody celebrating life. There's no a poster of a graduate. I see a celebrating. I don't know the Pebiani, any poster of Ghana. Against him, Ninyane comes back to our culture. And it's something that fundamentally needs to change. Because any panadrian says, and found need the number of resources I owe man still no omano and for sure.
How are we going to change from this? Because there can be a mindset.
Yeah.
Say upbringing upbringing crana. Some people are changing from this, but just that and your masses no. Some people are coming out from this. I mean, who young in Crophonibia, Omutiki, Omoya Nyama, the Omo maybe Musudin, come me who be more Omoya Nyama on social media. Also say, yeah, we're not, but do no majority, no. So it looks like they have to wake up.
Yeah, Omada.
Sorry, how are we going to? Is it the right thing? I so discussing me who say, baby, muye podcast, baby, muye one-on-one, baby, muye programs. So to say, we are padike. Me tie padi we anase me tie dem nipa yi kan betwe ma adwan ko bibi so those ones nimpo no o hwa yempe dodo no mpo mpe no
Negativity cell. Eti
o bet chika afu no ba be chechem o ti we aye say as ni egu obre bia ni asa be complaints on mine minding
oba ejina TikTok to work obenya 10 million views. O interview that's actually trying to change the country will not get that many views. Programming is something it's called dumbing down. You bet me as a son, if we are sorry, the number one place to change the mind of the Ghanaians is in the church. Because your programming is near the pastor back on the because and Ghana, oh papa kasem kure wunti oh papa no pastor or even spiritual father no. Those people no have a lot of influence on the masses. So if people are going to change in the country, they have to start in the church. But unfortunately, anybody wake up, the church is nebegu. Anybody wake up, pastor no, nedu and bebono into one yes adiano. The more stupid people are, the more the pastors make money. So no more pay because they want them to know who you Christians, who you sheep, who you giant. That's how they want. And no pastor no near shepherd. Into asema no krenon kanchiro. Or kind of credit when you baby. And into me say if in order for you to change your life, to change your mind, you have to go beyond what you've been taught. You have to go beyond what you just know. Hey, entity the mind keka DJ Hanky and baby. Entity any the mind me free Kurabiasio. It's my dad make I remember pa when we make Kaya Baya, my twin brother. My twin brother has a PhD in cloud computing. You should interview him once. Very smart guy. And Mekai in the first time 2007 assembly there was a first time this boy my brother made $100,000. He we need the whole North America or the developer of the year or only the man individual award as the best computer developer in North America. And at Microsoft Elfano Ejuma and Baneso move to Washington Ejuma and also there be at the end of minimum me and bro my dreams me nimbe bran komo me fam se me nko I want to do this. Me person me set up my company. My dad said, yeah, Mooning baby, I'm free. Who free a crabias near the Waba. A brochure and what you have 100,000, 2007. Unye din out now. So what I say, like there be a person confining to Kakrabi now one. So what I say, okay. We crowd house I then when you're now no mabedi, there be a mutia brochure. Then what is your problem? That thing, you know what I mean? Who took one crowd, mammy to make catch it. Where baby you free, or you're we for. No, what you're we for doesn't mean that you have to settle for anything. You have to understand, say, there's life beyond what you grew up with. Maybe grow up with a crash and me as a team, me tonte, like me quite for me to tie. So I say, but that doesn't mean say you can be born poor, but if you die poor, it's your choice. It's by choice to die poor. Or be anyone or decide by becoming one. Fine. You will be on crying or quachemota, you will be a kumasi or prempe. Me a woman or same because for a penny. But I'm probably doing much better than those who went to those schools because it's by choice what I do with my life.
Hi there, my name is Calibos, the only boss with one S. Happy new month to all of you. Welcome to a month of new possibilities. Do you know why life has been made so easy? It's because of Tap Send. People, Tap Send is here to make your life easy if you want to transfer money to Ghana, if you want to transfer from USA, if you want to transfer from UK, Europe, Canada, a lot of places all to Ghana. And guess what? When it comes to Ghana, there's no e-levy charge. So, what are you waiting for? Download Tap Send on Google Play Store and App Store and be ready for exciting offers coming your way each time, every time on Tap Send.
Tap Send. Send more, spend less.
I'm not a victim of my circumstance. It's just because they say, yeah, who wanna see Kenny Ho, yeah, who wanna when you say, not what just idea not to say as if say being poor is normal. It is not, it's a disease. And you to say a normal. We are the only way to feel better is to get a medicine. Who say you do not want to be sick. And in order for you not to be sick, you need to have medication. And the medication medicating your mind. Stop believing, say, woman is okay. Stop thinking, say, if people know you are rich, you obi antimi kun obi abaye bi ani oyeba ifo a onfanye di kromu yi obi antimi nya wo hwe. Stop those things na ama ye nuanom no ene ye maame no ye omaka fom no opese bibia o ye kra no like if you say your problem is 50% the solution or your business ya kacha ni so kacha obi ebegunti onka unzu nim hunim de bia and then it fails. So everything that you're doing, you need to share it with people who think like you, people who can even give you better ideas about what it is that you want to do, and you are going to succeed in it. And for BBA, I'm not saying say we Tracy Kridiana and I'm not catching random people, but who idea be our person who execute to her and so will be better my baby. Share it with people who can help you. Idea be you will be on no one dear. Idea be a who person we be an. You will be on no one dear saying. Talk to those people. Omo ene say yes na make no noise. Tune them out. Or see any year what me say mate. Move on. Keep talking until you find someone who will tell you say ebe ye or quite way now faso ebe ye. And that's the business I've actually embarked on, being a consultant in the poultry industry. So if you want to come in, there's a right way to do it. Whether you live in the country or you don't, you can do it. This is how we can help you do it. And so far, it was even shocking to me. Say, idea came to me back Ghana, but so far I have executed like 3 projects already. So
the kind of circular you know so very important. Friends.
Did you say to me what down for them in wo so ban? Them me wo down for. Na me wo so ban. The kind of people you work with determines your fate. Because noise in no omo na ekagu wasom. Say inspiration omo na ekagu wasom. So that say some beka sem papa egu wasom e asemboni a egu wasom. So you cannot go ahead, succeed. Now say, oh, me, son, many are coming for a meaning when they grow up, and no me are coming for, but I still want to hang out with them because we know when they grow up. You get it? Obiani baby obet me, they were drew abrabum. Baby, I do abrabum beer, you need to change. When you grow up, and it doesn't mean say you still need to be friends with them. And then baby, I mean, do abrabum, no, it doesn't mean I'm better than them, but they are no longer my friends. Because a day I said no better me, I catch them. On to me, Cassim be a bit me a shame in crying. On to me, Cherame. Idea Ben no bet me discussing. On to me, Cherame. But the people that you associate yourself with, is going to determine whether or not you are successful or not. And every point in life will be you have to know the type of people that you hang out with, the kind of people you discuss your ideas with, and the kind of people that can help you move forward in life. Not just because oh yeah, many when they grew up in the when I go back there, they are the people I need to hang out with. Sure, meet me not but that's where the conversation ends. Because Bibi are winning Bekabiano, he is a victim of the circumstance. He can only see negative things. Hey, no be great to me. What down for winning they grew up? Me the come kukra and Yamia Banaki in Yape. Yamino Sipu Yama in Yapeda. Oh, we had done it to him. Now catch him say, when I need to go to them.
Nyame believe nyame
Kind of when Yamia would debut. The owner of resources, there be anon. I'm not
and somehow carrying information. And information is no. Some information no because of technology and some information is and information be.
Yeah.
So it is now it's up to you. So because I look at all these things, I'm saying information what you supposed to be our school pass still. Also, person to cannot discuss my agent, and then cover by 6 boys be almost maybe I'm no pure kata. Almost the agent at that door, momo agents in business agents in boss no nim ni din some yoka and agent no and our G or say visa working visa do one say a visitor is somewhere stranded.
fertile land so where do you see Kakwa desert? Did you think about
6 no 6 the scanner mutia the coin 6 won't be back together. Say another problem I want to say intimate back together. Then to me 3 or 4 you took one now but say opportunity in Yuma but me can be as a Yuma Africa see abroad opportunities now
yeah
because no develop we may see almost 90%, 95%. Who created the info problem? Has said in a problem, no problem, a problem, no all opportunities no.
Yeah,
foreigners may buy by the Omuba. Yen Nigeria for I like the Banese for Omuba. G block factory, yen yamani idea. Also, won't be back together, say 3, 4, 5, 6. Yen champion is going for yes, idea when you're profiting from.
Who interview before outside that? Be some say, who Canada, who US, who Germany, now cry $100,000. And they are then between the Iowa brooch. The only thing you can do is the bad down payment, they are to fee. And the fee is a debt, it's not an asset, so it doesn't mean anything. But we say we cross $100,000 in Ghana. Our problem, your school system, no. Yes, the admin see a very hungry. Uko school, yes, we the first, we the second, we in a way. It's now only the class, more exams are no I say, no katana the end so. So that's it. So competition is started from class 1. You had be only a first, near Boa Basso, one array near Sarah. So it's your whole life within you think your brother is your competitor. Everything that I'm doing in Poultry, people call me and say, Debbie, now are you sure you are a farmer? Who no mom no catch them crofo how on be compete almost be report no say on be compete with you. I didn't know the information.
I didn't mean supply. Who encouraging and conform but I didn't bebre.
But because now Jane say so long as I so your farm money there. Hey, no be crowd to me advice anyway. Hey, with my impressive hey, the way I'm many Japan say, hey, will be also your farmer panel to me case me. And I say, what makes you think you are my competitor? There are 10 farms within a kilometer of where my farm is. None of them is a competitor. What are you talking about? We even need more people in the system. So what are you trying to say? But competition now.
Yeah, I'm also supplying 2,000 a week, you know. You need more hands. You need more people to open it.
I come in my home country say Saudi and mommy, also Fadi mammy, Nianka Mumni and Farmers Amamino. By a tray, Saudi and school say someone is your competitor. So that's a yet will say, Uno D first, into Debiano, what the end say, Upese would do new him. So you know how to collaborate to me, my own way. Omoko school, your momo tenase in circle because they collaborate. As only a corner student who him. Now no namo share toys. Namu yeah the toys go and now you are playing together. So they grow up thinking say, oh, it's my partner. We can have a partnership. How many partnerships are in Ghana? Almost every business in Ghana is a solo business. Unless it's a large corporation, it's a solo business. Hey, media mean pass them. Hey, the business I wouldn't crow for baby bemu. Wouldn't my some besi. Media mean pass them. Oh, my crying the back as natural. So what I say. Oh, I hear the crowd and not say because on our train, Japan, we were after Japan. It won't pass out a business. Grab a boom. That mindset near they are saying and say, everyone is your competitor. Oh, yes, I'm screwing now catastrophe because we be out the non when you're the same number. Now, your hand and non in your hand, then nothing. But oh, cut out the so because person your hand don't in 50 near Boa Basus on every near. Who cares? It just changes idea a free dream. The moment you mention partnership, someone will tell you why it will not work. Hey, Ghana for the unknown bay, won't be real, and a Ghana anyway, sure. Can you trust them? And I'm saying, listen, Ukwa land in Hono, Obroni no man with Jumano, we are a family member, or say Debbie, Onimu, or say Debbie, or trust still, or say Debbie, in the other one where you may. Because you're trusting the idea, Juma. It's about accountability. Or no, the accountable measures are put in place when the workplace or it's found who you are or where you come from. Or bemo where you might. Who did some accountability measures in the better? Or and it's not about trust. But Ghana, the moment you talk about trying to partner with people, oh, na Ghana, do you think you can trust them? Guy over UK to a Twaboba. I don't know, say if you know him. He's also been kind of encouraging people to invest in Ghana and all that kind of stuff. He's talking about 6 people in the diaspora won't put themselves together to, maybe build some business, do some farms in Ghana. Obia so life, Obia so life. Eddie Akosi was sending out okay ya. Here, to Abubano, Wabejina online, or Peso Jim Crofosikadi, or Peso yes, into Ashada, Abesi, yeah, in Crofon for Musikambrano, no Omfambrano, no, you get it. You all this kind of ridiculous mindset. Whenever you are talking about your fellow black person, Obroni friend in Onimu no Krano catching so person in your partnership of happening. But Maninuya and catcher is okay. This is what I've done. This is where I have been. I've shared my details, my financials, Mr. Timmy Farm, my spreadsheet, and near the kind of money we can make in poultry. You can talk to someone only the Casawi and Mikraminu be say. There's a saying say if you want to run fast, run alone. But if you want to run far, you have to run with other people. There's no way, there's no island. By yourself. It's not possible. You need people. You need people to collaborate. We need the idea. We need the money. You know what I mean? I have venture capital. You think that Mark Zuckerberg was starting Facebook at the age of 19? Idea is what he had. He had no money. But because they live in a system where Adreno is not about, can I trust this 19-year-old? Now Ghana 19 years. It's a mindset thing. But after 19 years, investors and him, no, because this is the idea I have about social media. And he got the resources at Uber, the same thing. Also me, I envision a place where private individuals will be using their own cars to shuttle people around. It's an interesting idea, and there are people who will be more than happy to invest in it. But we live in a culture where we think, say, you have to do everything by yourself. We have to be, because you don't want someone to do this. You don't want someone to come in. That be any identity at the moment you think of partnership, you are thinking negative. You are thinking you cannot trust the person. What does business has to do with trust? It's all about accountability. Mumi and Mumu holding yourself to account. We need to rid ourselves of that thing, that mindset, that thinking. Say, the moment you are thinking partnership, you are thinking trust. You don't have to trust me as an animal business. There's a guy, I think that you've seen it on one of my videos. May build a 10,000 capacity poultry farm. I'm in the Eastern region. On whom me that physically, on whom me that. And videos no when and of frame in the didn't come up on the phone. And also a person ye be until then you bet me I say. The day I would do Ghana and then new home, no why I want 100,000 Ghana cedis into my Momo account. That day, now me for say, Obi cry na ye mistake. And was send this cano at the Abama account because one can't man son or send this cano. Tika me be frame TN4 and on one frame no so a patch of 100,000 be free this number. Me na my bidru Ghana, me na me send this can brow. Me patch only me. Does he trust me? It's not about trust, but and common on medino any the agreement we've gone to know and or the accountability measures. Say, you know what? You say you are professional, you can help me build my farm. You do it. Timeline ben ade mame. Na mama 6 weeks meet me. Say no, the only thing is say, oh, holding me to that 6 weeks. Meboa. It's about accountability. It has nothing to do whether he trusts or not. It's about holding me to account, and that's how businesses are run. My eba kwama obi wo entonso. I think say o frame na make say me project we am obi. E wo entonso ono so say he's in the UK. Obedru Ghana January 8th. Or the project in Sami on the hotel or signature apartment to Accra. And you started project no January 15th. By February 27th, near we mama or then Kokwamano. I'm a net then 3 weeks. That's accountability. Does it have anything to do with trust? No. That accountability measures no they are to make it in place to make sure say make me deliver in that 6 weeks, Now, and no done me calling card. And no any me capital medinam. And yemi me honesty and no crane me demand no and who videos media to obizu of Florida wa hume or say okay now we ma when me person who ye be mame now I'm already experiencing that. Now there are people calling me from the US, from Germany, from Switzerland, from here, all based on kakrabina mayeno. Has nothing to do with trust. Only they don't need to see you as a person and say what you mean why a business. So all about
asema okay nya de bia na meka wa say yendi nukre obese okọ enim a nukre die business bibia mu no di nukre ya ma wade di nukre because di nukre ma we a na we so be recommend ma na we recommend ma na bo se na okọ enim ba undi nukre a o business de undi nukre de obe na akọ enim ananye business brabo we se undi nukre a o we trick format obe na akọ enim
onko wanim da obi a onye ontimi nye ye bi kan correct. It has nothing to do with your circumstance. Kind of correct. That is why, because Saturday I mean consultation. DJ Sikaben na me media show. Me na ma post videos online obi ehun. No so okay ne Saturday ayema me. Na ma ye no manya 10,000. Na ma ye no manya 2,000. Na ma ye no manya we. Me Sikaben na media show. About honesty. And honesty, it's not just about business like you are saying. Brabona nkasa wo bono. Let your A be your A and let your B your make your B. Make Ubu Sama say Obi on be pesa cages no and can we be mommy for rabbit. Me pesi kenti. Me say, oh yeah. First can mommy na rabbit cage, mommy patcho me anything about rabbit. Now for 2 months later, or this kind of my 2 months, now for the whole storage channel.
Storage
you can't do it. My expertise is in poultry. I know my numbers. There's nothing about poultry that I don't know. Anything you want to do in poultry, I'm the guy to talk to. I know it. That's my expertise. Oh, friend, me catch him say, "Oh, anything about ducks, about turkeys." Me personally, me say, "I what the form meet me I don't know what I'm doing." Now, if they are telling stories, now can wait. Now can wait. No, be honest in everything that you do. Be honest. And the rest will happen. And Mexicans when him, oh yeah, they stop thinking about money. So you think dear me, and nothing amazing. Oh man, Juma, no person will charge you more because he's only thinking about the money. But you if he say say or you reasonable with you. First project I'm here. Mason, sorry, not Mason, the carpenter. I'm in the man or be or say all boss keke no a 4,000 square foot space. All boss keke no obeji 20,000. Another person came on also obeji 15. And a friend through a friend and on recommend you be my so guy or be born me down mama on so good and then in casa. Menene casa and say 6,000. Okay, man's rent so and I'm say brabe. A Juma or yeah, the level of professionalism, the time also the guess what? Second project, no guy no carpenter no agona. Second project no Eastern region. Me traka at the Eastern region. Or no way project this is here. That project no I earn 13,000 our day bosso. Because of an okra with demand me on the first project, no. This project far away from him, Mediamano. And I've told him, say, with any project that I get, he will be the one executing it.
Sana you move brain here, obeso or finish show or boo once. Onim say onangasa no digging the grave.
Yep, you
Yes,
can.
Yes, did you die? Yes, and then.
Did the preco. Absolutely.
Bebre no munya we na o we burger we fia wa broche no he nti ade 2 cedi no say 10 cedi.
Thank you. But you can the person only once. It in say okay, okay 10 na me de ma when you extra 9 cedi. So what? But o je me 3. Next time minya 3 and one my friend is you. Minya 6 and one is you. Minya 8 and one is you. And my catcher no. Me say with every poultry project that we get, the level of professionalism you've shown me, we are honest. Or catcher say no. Me pacho se sia ya wafre mi ye gina obi adwuma so ayeye ete no credit o ho anu aka minti me ma wadwuma no ho age Monday o kan ya pe na me hu say I like this guy wan kan kire me say me fa adwuma no ma no o che no obeba o because o peska he told me say o gina obi adwuma so a oye ete say me okay say me twen to Monday a oye okay came Monday no so early morning he was there me nya second project to Eastern region one am de ne ko. There's another one we are going to do friend says a do chrome or something on one of the because of him being honest. So I mean, honesty is your key to success. Everything that you do, if you want people to trust you, it's honesty. If you want people to be, be accountable for yourself. Me, I didn't mean in 2 months. I didn't know you put when you must get into say, oh, me, what do I do, mama? Me 1 week crying my way. No, and all those things doesn't mean anything. Guy be or ni or Holland, menene kasa, only also be and cook 21,000. You go so I negotiating. Now me catch him saying the full project, mo basis structures, mo the cages, but you be take it. And I'm saying about 3 months. For whatever reason, he came back and said, oh, on Crawford Kasa, I said 3 months in the home say what to do. And I'm saying, fine. Obi so bet me I am 1 week. Me patcha with me do project in the command. May miss 3 months because you are not the only project that we are doing, right? And me pay I should just tell you, say within 2 weeks, I will be able to finish your project. When I know full well, say the staff for now, so I need to look at the schedule and give you the right response. I'm not going to lie to you just so that I can get your business. Mechanical credit natural. So if send the they are fine, you can go somewhere else for cheap. Before
I make a whole crown now, yanka about starting in a small or start with whatever you have. As a business, see how a business person. Obi wa train say just unya some capital, but unya skakesi bi. But I na me encourage say so that hokono. Sa hoko na wo ya, wo so ya wo into important. Sa hoko no wo two for two ni start.
Absolutely. Say me all the chat as I'm talking to you. In order to start and cook 1,000 from beginning to end, it will cost you 260,000 Ghana cedis. And I said it is 2.6 billion. Any part of those saying any was and cook 1,000 pay. And cook 2,000, it will cost you 4.2 billion. And cook 3,000, it will cost you 5.9 billion. And cocoa 5,000, it will cost you 9.6 billion. And cocoa 10,000, it will cost you 18.5 billion. So once you can, it's a big amount of money in your can. But obia druho. Yenhwe obia some fancy answer yasa. Hey, yes, we were 10,000, yes, we were 5,000. So that's you are waiting for money in order to start 5,000. No. Usi can soon and cocoa 3 start with 3. You have to start, you go to war with the army you have, not the army you wish to have. near wo se siano, wo wabra bomuno, sika ekra wi ne de kokko, enye ne wo pese wo nyansa. Na se sia wo pese wo nya 1 billion ansa no start business no. Me pa cha wo whole life, wo mame otimi nya sa 1 billion bi ma wo. Wo papa onya sa 1 billion bi ma wo. Hwan eba e na wo fu so obe pesa 1 billion di ama ansa no what start this business no. Is the bank going to give you 1 billion or the mawa interest that's no crown who won't mean to you and your business will never be successful? So you have to start with what you have. Nia one neno abranti ebi wa contacting us so me 50,000. Yes, 50,000 and for ni name report no chemu 3 for 20,000 room never 20,000 for to as a buffer because anything can happen. If price cost guess what? Was 20,000 one more bit me kakra be shem. 100,000 and 100,000 in go into poultry. Chemu 3 for 30,000 room. Money I can now for 32 effort to savings more for some treasury bills. Never 30 so to account just in case there's shock in the system. It will help you to navigate. But so okay, so 100,000 now the 100,000 in na ko report na me pa cho ye to aduane so. Say 100 in so and cook on me feed you on BM. Obeka said there's problem with poultry. There's no problem. So start with what you have. Don't wait for money. Sikano bi enfema. Nyami bi enfri baby ema. Nyami be chire bi ani baby a. Enye ye emfa sade ni nche wutrim. Say if you just sit there ebefa no emfa. Nia wo ne ya no. Start with what you have. Sika kren krawa didi nkrofo na say be honest. Ade bi on be soma keke kra obi soma. We are honest with the person. A best shock you. Say all free work coverage or then the car key be mount say can so mount or then the house key ebe mount say the house and so mount and no one now so what starting now they build it. If you don't have capital, the best capital you can have is honesty.
Akuka ma fi me da say so oba onya time oba in business link show no so me da say pass oba e owo mo pese uchi o social media handle so pese o phone number to dia me da say so be pass it through business link so I hope say nkoma edi nyina na positive vibe omo aso ebeti me da pa
Say just like I was saying, I'm into poultry, so I'm a poultry consultant. So anything that has to do with poultry, if you want to reach me, my WhatsApp number because currently I'm still in Canada. +1 647 229 1340. Ghana so your number is 059 303 62 63 059 303 62 63. Anything poultry, you talk to us. Whatever it is that you want to do, your success is my success. Obi or Ghana, Obi or Canada,
nice one. Me dana say so be pass it through SVTV Africa so utie no on business link. Second time I'm in any show no sunye. First time in any daily hustle. By na the business link. At least you didn't come on. Me the be me come say a mindset. The all sharing the utie. I'll keep saying it. So who changes bia sesa enyama wo hwe ene nyama utie. Who lack information. Ukraine e ba ko pe. Nyama wo hwe ne nyama utie. Ti nkrofo hwe se boni giade bi won se metiase sometimes unim ne opese oye. Hwe nyama nkrofo ye YouTube or hwe ade bi obo TikTok so bebre oh hwe books bi na obeka tie die nkrofo ye e bia podcast interviews bi say e bi mu ka enye de bia concern na pull en fa ho hwe bad energy for no de bia time is so precious. Value your time well. Madam production team I say but so ba me show no so bia me na mess the good screens no so bit me WhatsApp and I send me voice notes too.
Young penny for who baby say, if you are seeing her, will be ma, will be check. Why not HL? So we'll pay IT, who they won ye, so we'll pay support. Slam Technology say your #1 partner. Your office will US in ye, your office will Ghana, so ye, your numbers need good honor. So we'll share IT classes, we'll hear career coaching, we'll hear support for business cybersecurity. Fraying, na your partner. Yaba Slam Technologies, transformation with excellence. Faith, yeah, baby,
She has a plan, a secret mission filled by gratitude and affection. She chooses her mother's favorite breakfast, Delight Foods, House Sakoko, a harmonious blend of flavors crafted with care and devotion. The taste of tradition and comfort. In that moment, their connection deepens, a bond strengthened by a shared experience. Delight Foods House Coco, a delicious breakfast made with care and love in just 2 minutes.
This Airbnb in Dansoman Estates, Accra, is only $40 a day and offers all the amenities for a comfortable stay. It is also conveniently located 30 minutes away from the airport. We also have 1 and 2 bedroom apartments for long-term rental at Ingleshi, Amamprum, 15 minutes to the Wedi Toll Booth and the West Hills Mall going for 1,500 and 1,000 Ghana cedis only. Call Parry Group on 053-866-3532, 053-866-3532. This is Parry Group of Companies.